Good morning. My name is Brandon Kirmer, and I'm the fourth generation in my family to go to St. Andrews. And I want to tell you why St. Andrews is important to me. And yes, I have been here all my life, all 18 years. The first generation, Dr. and Mrs. Krotz, is over in the columbarium. The second generation is joking about how they're going to put a porch on the front of their spot in the columbarium so they can sit back and listen to all the sermons. Sorry, it's happening. My grandfather, Robert, served as a junior warden on the vestry, was in the choir, and an usher captain. My grandmother, Dalgren McElwain, was also in the choir and then deeply involved with the altar guild, and served as directress of the altar guild. There are several more examples of how they have served, but I'll save you some time. The third generation, my parents, are just as much involved with the church. My dad, Scott Kirmer, serves on the facilities committee for vestry and usher captain for August. His name has recently been nominated to possibly serve on vestry. My mom, Celeste Kirmer, has served on the children's ministry for many years, planning numerous vacation Bible schools and boo bashes, served as a Sunday school leader, served on the vestry as the children's ministry liaison. I myself went all the way through children's ministry, got deeply involved with the Acolyte program. I will be here next Sunday too. Joined youth group and now serving as a student leader. And I am glad that I now get to be an acolyte and be in youth group alongside my little brother John, who just joined as well. Just like if you live in a house for several years, it is described as home. With St. Andrews being here all 18 years of my life, St. Andrews is home. And I'm proud of it and beyond proud to be an Episcopalian. Yes, going off to college next year, I will go to a different Episcopal church, but this is still home. Being the fourth generation, you can bet that I've heard some crazy stories. Acolytes throwing food across the altar during sermons. My grandmother accidentally setting the fire alarm off in the church kitchen while church was going on. That'll make for a fun Sunday. They all add up to this sense of history that makes St. Andrews feel more like home. Surprisingly, I get asked a lot why I do so much in the church as a youth member. Quite honestly, I wish I'd be more involved, but time doesn't allow. With the Christmas season coming up fast, I thought it was fitting to use this analogy. Think of the church as a whole as a strand of Christmas lights. Each individual bulb is a ministry or committee in the church. Now listen, of course you want the lights to work correctly or they look weird. If one light goes out, a whole part of the strand goes out. I know we've all been there pulling the Christmas lights out to put in the out front, and your one bulb's not working, so the whole strand is out, and you have to figure out what bulb is not working. If that happens, the church will suffer and won't function like it did before. That is why I do so much. I don't want to see a light go out on that strand. I want to see that strand of light glow brighter than it ever has. So bright that you think the bulb is going to explode. I will leave you with this challenge, though. Besides giving, how will you make that strand of lights glow brighter and brighter and brighter? Amen.